Hey guys, Metalbreakdown here. So I said I might have a special video for tonight, so here it is. I had time to do it after all. And yeah, I'm launching my new series. It will be classic reviews. That's how I decided to call it. Basically, I'll do reviews of older album, and it doesn't have to be that old. This time we're doing an album from 1986. So yeah, that's one. It's kind of classic reviews, but if you have something from like 2005, I could do it too. It's just that this series will focus on album reviews that are not new album that are coming out this year. As simple as that. So even if you want me to do more modern album that are not new, I could do that in that series. So yeah, today we're starting with Ozzy. It will be really fucking interesting because I know Ozzy a lot. I know all his album that were released in the 80s and even one in the 90s. I'm talking about No More Tears. After that, I don't really know his album other than a few songs from the 2007 one, Black Rain. I know a couple of songs from that one, but other than that, not at all, because I heard that these albums are not that great, but maybe you will disagree, and that's fine. I didn't hear them, so I cannot judge. And this one was the only one from the 80s that I never heard. The only song I knew was Shot in the Dark, because yeah, it's so well known, everyone knows this song. So yeah, I knew that one, and I wanted to listen to that album for a while because I saw my father listening to that one a lot last year, and I was curious. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check it. Wanted to download it, wanted to find it in a store, but I was not able to find it. So I finally got Apple Music last week, and since that I've listened to the album 10 times, so I'll be able to really give you a great review on what I think of The Ultimate Sin by Ozzy Osbourne. So let's fucking do this, guys. For my review, I'll give you my top 5. So after the first listen, I've heard a lot of people online saying, oh, it's not as good as other Ozzy's album from the 80s. And after one listen, I kind of agree with that. I was like, okay, it was cool, but I was not blown away or anything. And there was not really any songs that stood out that much. But after that, I've listened to it a couple of times. Like I said, 10 times. And the album really grown on me like, what the fuck? It's really fucking great. It's sad that people probably didn't give it a chance like I did, because when you take your time to listen to this one and you really give it a chance, you find something beautiful and really fucking interesting. It might not be like the first 3 Ozzy's albums that were released before that, Bark at the Moon, Diary of a Madman, and Blizzard of Oz, the first album. Or is it Diary? I'm not sure anymore. Maybe I'm saying fucking bullshit, but I'm pretty sure these are the first 2 albums by Ozzy. But it's a bit more mainstream, so for the fans, that might be a bummer. And all the songs kind of sound pretty much the same. It's really the same production and everything. And you know, when you listen to a song from that album, you know it's from The Ultimate Sin. But after a couple of listens, they're kind of different, and it's cool. Like I said, I had a lot of fun listening to that album, so my review will definitely be positive. So I'll give you my top 5. It should be interesting, and I'll talk more in depth about these 5 songs in my top 5. So in the 5th position, I put The Ultimate Sin. So yeah, it's the title track, so they decided to go right away with The Ultimate Sin. As soon as the main riff starts, you know right away that it's going to be a good one. Fans were not always already used to Jake Healy on guitar, because he was also on Bark at the Moon, and he didn't disappoint here. The solo part in the song is my favorite for this song, of course. It might be a bit short, but the vibe during that part is undescribable. After that, in the 4th position, I put Shot in the Dark. Like I said, it's the only song that I knew before listening to this album, and it's a classic that really stood the test of time, because yeah, even after 30 years after the album was released, people still listen to it, people still know about it. And yeah, if you know Ozzy only a little bit, you surely know about this song. It's mainstream and quite simple, but it's such a catchy song, and I love it a lot. So yeah, I had absolutely no other choice than to put it in my top 5. And now, entering the top 3 already. In the 3rd position, I put Lightning Strike, one of my favorite of the album. And in fact, yeah, like I said, it made my top 3, so it has to be good, right? I don't know why, but I'm sure that this is not a popular choice and that a lot of people will disagree with me because I put it in my top 5 and even top 3. But I'm just in love with the chorus, and I could not even tell you why, because when I think about it, there is nothing special that comes to my mind. So yeah, even while asking myself, why do you love this song so much? I don't know. It's just good, I guess. Yeah. I'm such a great reviewer, I cannot even tell you why I love this song. It's weird, but for this one, I really don't know. I have absolutely no fucking clue. Weird. In the 2nd position, I put Thank God for the Bomb. At first, I thought it was a really stupid song title and really stupid chorus, but I decided to pay more attention to the lyrics, and Ozzy is really saying that more in the sense that humanity is absolutely stupid with all the wars and everything, like we need war for peace and things like that. Also, I really fucking love the part after the chorus when he's like, "No you." It's great. It really gives something special to the song, something unique that stand out in the album. J.K. Lee is also at his peak in that one. The main riff is marvelous, and he was really able to shine throughout the solo. And now, which one is my favorite track on the album? Can you guess? Moment of suspense. Okay, so my favorite is Killer of Giants. I have no other choice than to put this one first. It's so cool because despite the fact that it's one of the softest songs on the album, it's not really mainstream with a long ass intro. It takes like 1 minute and 15 seconds just before we hear Ozzy singing for the first time, and the chorus only at the 2 minutes and 40 seconds marks, which is a long fucking ass time, especially when you compare it to the other track on this album. If you compare it to a progressive metal album, that's nothing, but compared to the other song on this album, it's really something. The lyrics are also pretty good, taking pretty much the same theme as in Thank God for the Bomb, and yeah, it's basically saying the same message. We're always searching for war, no matter what, and that's basically what this song is about. Also, the atmospheric part after the solo is simply out of this world. If you don't remember this song, just listen to it in its entirety and pay attention to this part after the chorus. It's great. You need to listen to that right away if you don't remember. And that's pretty much it for my top 5 on this album. Another song that I wanted to put in my top 5, but yeah, there's only 5 plays, so I was not able to do that, but it was the second song, Secret Loser. It's a really great one, really catchy one. And yeah, the other one, not a bad track on this album, but these are really the track that stood out the most for me. So make sure to tell me in the comment section which are your favorite track from this album. It would be really interesting to have a discussion with all of you guys. If you know this album, if you love this album, or if you hate this album, that would be really fucking cool to know why, and yeah, to have a small chat. So please tell me in the comment section. Also, which album should I do next as a classic reviews. I won't make that many videos in that series, like, but I'll still try to make at least one month, maybe every 2 weeks if I have the motivation. I'll really try to do every 2 weeks, but don't think that I'll do one every day. It takes a lot of time, and I'll still try to focus a lot on my new album reviews. There's a lot coming, so yeah, but I'll try to keep this new series pretty active. So make sure to subscribe if you love what I do on my channel. That would be really fucking cool. And thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all later, guys.